Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It is generally suitable for people aged 10 years and up. From the turreted castle and Main Street to Monte Cristo Island and Kukuana Land, Bartholomew Zenon's Zenon Land is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he is burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything, guests, staff, and fellow supernaturals taking refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. Even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Get your copy at Amazon.com today. Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Sequoia Park Zoo. What we're doing today is we're going to be adding a space for reindeer. And that's what I'm doing as I speak to you. Zoo's going pretty good. We've got lots of money. We're doing fine for conservation credits. All the animals are happy. Now, granted, we don't have that many animals. Anyway, this is by special request. The reindeers are by special request. Excuse me, I'm adjusting myself in my seat. I managed to aggravate an old back injury, which means that, I'm hurting. Not helped by the weather. We just had the latest hurricane, Nicole, pass over our heads. That was fun. When the wind sounds like crashing waves, it's scary business, guys. Anyway, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so we're putting in a habitat for reindeer. It doesn't have to be that huge. They don't require a lot of space. A little more space than most ungulates, but not by enormous amounts. So let me see what we got here. Okay, we got 560. I think I need more than that, so I may need to move the barriers. Yeah, I need more than that. Okay, so. I was originally planning to save some of this area here for yet another habitat, but if I have to, I'll turn it over. I'll turn it all the way over to the reindeer. I don't care. I'll be honest, reindeer are not an animal I use very often. I used one in a sandbox zoo, but I think this is the first time I've ever used one in a franchise, which means I'm probably going to have to research them, which is fine. Research happens. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what else I will do as far as adding animals. And by that I mean which, in what order am I going to be adding the animals? Okay, let's see. 680, that's more, but it's not as much as I want. This will be research on the red fox. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to add, come on, pop up. There we go. I want to add a staff room, a big staff room back here. Like so. And of course, I'm going to want to add, I have a keeper set right there, so I guess I don't need one. So we can just keep the keeper hut. That makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? All right. Barriers. See, what I figure I'll do is I'll just go ahead and make this entire thing a reindeer habitat in the same way that that over there is a red deer habitat. I'll just bring it along here and then get rid of these two walls. So that is our space, and I bet you it's plenty now. Yeah, 1600. Yeah, that's more than enough. More than enough. Okay, so just to get us started, let's do the go around. Like this. Whoop. And we'll change it to the steel mesh. That way we can go ahead and put the reindeer in the habitat. Oh yeah, I realized something about my red foxes. They were both male. I was like, why aren't my red foxes having babies? Well, that will do it, right? Okay, now I know ahead of time that I'm going to need to put snow down, so I might as well start on that. Species. Reindeer. There we go. That is a huge cave. Wow. That is also a huge cave. So anyway, thinking about putting something like this down for them. Although this would be more realistic. Anyway, where was I? Heaters, coolers, that kind of thing. I don't want to go out onto the path and make the people on the path colder than they already are. That should probably do it. Now, I'm going to pause this for just a moment. Yeah, okay, lots of open space. No problem. Let's look at their terrain. Their terrain is actually pretty good, but I want to do this just because, you know, just because it looks good. So hold on a second. I'm going to make a little, speaking of terrain. Now, I'm not making like a pool of water or anything like that. I just wanted it to have a little depth. You know what I mean? So, technically the terrain is okay, but let's go ahead. Give them a little rock around the edges, like this, and like this. That's almost too much rock. Just a little soil, not a ton. And then too much rock. Okay. Now, I was looking at one of these shelters. Something along the lines of this. But for that to actually work, I'm going to have to flatten the terrain. Oh well, you know what? If your plans don't work, change your plans. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I don't mean to keep coughing in your ear or anything. So. They don't require plants, but I'm going to give them. I'm sure as hell going to give them some. Let me see if I have any good looking pre-made formations. Well, that looks impressive. Let's just plant it right down here in the middle. Like that. That'll also give them some coverage. And this over here. I think that's probably going to do it, I think. Let me see. Do I want to put any more? Probably. Because I always tend to overdo plants and such. But you know what? I see that as a virtue. I really do. I see that as a virtue. Okay, I know what I'm looking for. Here we go. All right. Not enough hard shelter. Okay. Dang it. Shelter. That's gigantic. Way too big. Okay, that's plenty of shelter. Now let's work on enrichment for these noble animals. Okay. Hanging feeder, I can get him a hanging feeder. It looks nice. I didn't spend all this time making these things just for my own entertainment, after all. Okay, put a drop ball over here. A scratching tree. Put a skittle over here. I actually think that will work. Yes. All right, let me check on something real quick. Oh, hey. Tickets are underpriced. Okay, well, let's go to $10 then. And adopt habitat species. Thank you very much for the extra $1,000. All right, let's check something. Has to be at least 5 feet tall. Well, I'm thinking that's 5 feet tall. Okay. It sounds like it's raining again. All right. Let's see, what are these barriers? Yeah, something like that. Sorry for not talking a lot. I'm just kind of concentrating on what I'm doing. Yeah, this might end up being a two-part episode where episode 1 is putting the basic habitat together and episode 2. Okay, well, in that case, let's increase it to 15. And episode 2 is me prettying it all up. Vet research. That's what I suspected. I suspected that, I hadn't ever researched the reindeer.